The Golden State Warriors are at a crossroads, and the clock is ticking. With the trade deadline looming on February 6th, could a blockbuster deal be on the horizon? Rumors are swirling about a potential move involving a key player, and fans are on the edge of their seats. Stay tuned, because this could change everything for our Warriors. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video to stay updated on all the latest Warriors news. The Golden State Warriors are at a pivotal moment in their season. After a promising 12-3 start, they've seen their fortunes shift dramatically, currently sitting at a disappointing 10th in the Western Conference. Yes, they managed to secure a crucial victory against the Phoenix Suns, winning 109-105, but that's just a small glimmer of hope in what's been a troubling stretch. 12 losses in their last 16 games. With the trade deadline looming on February 6th, there's a sense of urgency among fans and analysts alike for the front office to make a significant move. Many are speculating about potential blockbuster trades, and it's clear that Dennis Schroeder could play a key role in any future deals. According to NBA insider Jake Fisher, Schroeder's recently acquired $12.5 million salary will be essential in discussions surrounding high-profile players like Jimmy Butler. However, there's a catch. Schroeder can't be traded until February 5th. This means that the Warriors might have to bide their time until the very last minute to execute any major trades. While patience is a virtue, it's tough to watch this team struggle when we know they have the potential to be so much better. His performance since joining Golden State has been less than stellar, averaging just 8.7 points and 4.0 assists on a dismal 28.6% shooting from the field. As a fan, I can't help but feel a mix of frustration and hope. What does this mean for the team's future? Well, if they're aiming to land a player with a salary over $40 million, it's likely going to take a combination of Schroeder, Andrew Wiggins, and potentially other assets. It begs the question, will they pull the trigger? Or will they choose to aim for a more immediate trade for someone in the $20 million range, utilizing the expiring contracts of Gary Payton II and Kevon Looney? The possibilities are intriguing, but also nerve-wracking. The Warriors have an opportunity to shift their trajectory, but the clock is ticking. I think we all want to see this team back in contention, and with these strategic moves, they could make a real push for the playoffs. But here's where it gets complicated. Do we trust the front office to make the right calls? Personally, I'm torn. While I believe in their vision, the stakes are high, and the pressure is mounting. And what about the emotional toll on us fans? Watching the team struggle can be disheartening, especially knowing their potential. We want to see them thrive, not just scrape by. The decisions made in the coming days will shape not only this season, but potentially the future of the franchise. It's a double-edged sword. Every move carries weight, and every choice could either propel us forward or set us back. So I turn to you, fellow Warriors fans. What do you think about the front office's strategy? Is waiting until the last minute the right play, or should they act now? I genuinely want to hear your thoughts. It's a roller coaster of emotions, and I know many of you share my feelings of anticipation and anxiety. The Golden State Warriors are in a tight spot right now, and the recent news surrounding the Sacramento Kings and their potential interest in Jimmy Butler has me thinking about how this could affect our team. The Kings are desperately trying to turn things around after a rough stretch, firing their head coach and losing a slew of games. With De'Aaron Fox's future in question, they might just look to shake things up by pursuing a big name like Butler. But what does this mean for us? Let's be real here. While the Kings are in a tough position, if they land Butler, it could change the landscape of the West. Fox has made it clear that he wants to win, and the Kings need to show him they're serious about competing. If they do make a move for Butler, who's making nearly $48.8 million this season, it could come at a cost. They'd have to send out significant salary, and names like DeMar DeRozan and Malik Monk are being tossed around. Imagine if they succeed in getting Jimmy buckets. That could elevate them into a playoff contender, and we've seen how quickly things can change in this league. Now, what about our Warriors? We know the championship window is still open, but we have to make sure we're making the right moves ourselves. The Kings may be pursuing Butler, but are we doing enough to strengthen our own roster? The front office has been keeping an eye on potential upgrades, especially in the backup center and wing spots. We need to ensure we stay ahead of the curve and not let teams like Sacramento catch us off guard. The Kings have a few assets at their disposal, and if they get aggressive, it could impact our playoff positioning. With the trade deadline approaching, it's crucial for us to stay vigilant. We've seen how quickly teams can rise and fall, and I don't want to see the Kings leapfrogging us if they make the right moves. They've got picks and young talent that could entice Miami to part with Butler. And let's not forget about the potential for multi-team trades. If they can get involved without giving up too much, it could be a game changer for them. But here's the kicker. If the Kings do land Butler, does that put more pressure on us to make a move? It's a delicate balance. We can't be reactive. We need to be proactive. The front office should be weighing our options carefully. We've got the talent, but do we have the depth to withstand the grueling competition in the West? What if Butler ends up in Sacramento and they start making noise in the playoffs? That's something we can't overlook. And let's talk about the emotional side of this. As a fan, I'm torn. Do I want to see a rival team like the Kings get better? Absolutely not. But I also understand the competitive nature of the league. If they acquire Butler, it will be a wake-up call for us. We need to be ready to respond. It's not just about our own team, but about the overall landscape of the NBA. The Kings are desperate, and that desperation can lead to bold moves. So what do you all think? Should we be worried about Sacramento making a big splash? Are we doing enough to keep pace with teams that are poised to make a move? I want to hear from you. Are you feeling confident about our direction, or do you think we need to shake things up too? Let's get that conversation going in the comments below, and remember, this is an exciting time, with the trade deadline looming. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Hit that notification bell to stay in the loop on everything Warriors. We're all in this together, and every piece of news could be crucial as we navigate this season. Let's keep the discussion alive, and as always, go Warriors!